The visuals, the sounds, definitely leading my interest after the premise already got me so curious. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Hello everyone, and welcome to Earthquake, Margarita School, which would be a pretty chill band name, not gonna lie. A horror game in which we play as a police officer going to investigate a school in the aftermath of an earthquake. That sounds like a Mad Lib, honestly, which is part of why I'm so interested to see what this will be like. Another interesting thing is the circumstances in which I'm playing it. See, this game seems to have gone relatively unknown after its release in October of last year, and it's only got like 8 Steam reviews right now, and it's apparently just gone free, so if you want to try it at the link in the description, that is completely free. And so it's a little weird that the developers emailed me asking me to play it as that happened, because normally I assume that if developers want me to play something, it's so that I can show it on the channel and get it some free advertising. When it comes to horror games, there's just so much room for weirdness that when I see something like this, a little Steam anomaly that's flown under the radar, I can't help but check it out and see just how baffling it can get. And this whole thing from the ground up looks like there's enormous potential for that. So let's not prejudge it and start a new game. Oh look, each option has a little sub-option. I just hope Doc Brown makes it here in time for us to go back to 1985. October 24th, 2003. Oh, we are doing some time travel. "12 years ago, the school was closed after a tragedy that was never fully clarified. Today, finally, I got permission to enter. My name is Augustus. I'm 33 years old and a police officer. Santa Margarita School was shut down over a decade ago, and since then, it's done nothing but gather dust and rumors. I came to investigate on my own, but something about the atmosphere feels off. Oh, this place is so remote. It's just off in the mountains. This is the school our parents were talking about when they said they had to walk to school uphill both ways in the snow. Alright, let's see if there's something useful around here. Santa Margarita School? I'll find out what you're hiding, sooner or later. Okay, so they're not going to pull the twist that you were actually a student here, and that's why you have a personal investment in solving this mystery. You would have been 21 when it happened. But it's not in the immediate aftermath of an earthquake like I assumed. Okay, we can't jump, so we can't go over the log. It's doing that thing. I think we can sprint. I think I'm seeing the field of view widen a little bit when I hold shift, but it's not doing very much. Still, the graphics are decent, and well, things seem peaceful. You can hear the breeze overhead, the birds chirping. This is pretty relaxing so far. But Alright, first quake of the night. Let's see how long this place holds up. Okay, so were those crunching sounds explained by the earthquake as well? Okay, so it's in a very seismically active area. It seems like we're expecting this. Interesting premise for a horror game, really. Right, you can hold control to crouch and phase straight through this thing. Wait, if I stand up... Okay, no. We clip through the model, but we do at least have to be crouching. It's not just completely... There it is, towering over us. This place is really isolated. I mean, I don't think this is 12 years worth of overgrowth, and even then, how do people get here to begin with? G to turn on the flashlight. Okay, but we do have sprint enabled now. 12 years. Oh. Press E to interact with everything. You guys feel that? If not, then this game is lying. Okay. So what is it that we're interacting with? Also, is there anything else we need to look around for? No, it doesn't seem so. Maybe it's just telling me to open the door. Yeah, there we go. Welcome. Oh, look at this. This place bears the marks of what destroyed it. Cracked pillars and slanted walls and floors. And all this loose dust just hanging in the air. The building looked to be intact from the outside. But our goal now is to restore power. Is that wise? Those doors, it's like it's opening its arms to us. Okay, so let's go there. The brightly colored letters standing out among the ruins that they are surrounded by. The art design is really good in this. It already gives the impression of a place where something really bad happened. Okay, we can't seem to open this door just yet. Oh yeah, it may have looked alright from the outside, but this place is truly destroyed. I hope no kids were inside when all this collapsed, but that doesn't seem likely given that this is a horror game. And up here in the mountains, rescue would not have been close by. Doesn't seem like we can play stall game either. Oh, look, it's completely dark outside the windows. Has the sun set already? Also, those dark red stains splattered all over the wall do not seem like earthquake damage. Authorized employees only. No, stay open, please. Oh, I think that's the sound of the generator. Okay. I hope that's the sound of the generator, otherwise there's some large beast crawling around in here. Okay, I guess we're using Poppy Playtime tools. Oh yeah! Santa Margarita School is back in operation, baby! And now we're opening our own school, the School of Rock. Explore every room and retrieve the illuminated objects left behind. Time to look for something interesting. After all, no one's been here in years. I think you mean this place looks like it's been abandoned for years. Turns out being an electrician is easier than we thought. Did you hear that? This game is living proof that you can have like weird Unity horror game object scaling, and if the art direction is good and if the atmosphere is there, it can still work. My friend Bigfoot. Okay. I happen to recognize that very asset. Ooh, and a first aid kit. Okay, so I'm assuming that many of the assets here were not made for this game, but you know what? If it works, it works. Dear teachers, we would like to inform you about a situation that has arisen following the recent propane dioxide experiment in the lab. Since then, several students who have been in the lab have reported having recurring nightmares. We've not found a direct link to the experiment, but we are investigating further. At the moment, we ask that you be alert for any unusual behavior in students and report any developments to us. Please keep this information confidential until we have more clarity. Thank you for your understanding. The management. Was this a private school? Either way, it seems like they're trying to find out what's going on, but they still want to keep it under wraps. I guess now it doesn't matter. I guess there also wasn't much of an investigation done, since that information is right there. Actually, wait, something's bothering me. Okay, yeah, so I guess I could pretty easily have missed that. I wasn't sure if the geometry was doing weird things. Okay, we can remove that board and make ourselves a shortcut. Although for some reason we need right click to interact with that. Okay, let's keep having a look. The way these doors open is so slow and ominous. It's gonna get old real fast, but I kinda like it, at least the first couple of times. Candles. Lit candles? Is somebody still here? I am loving the interaction of the premise with the look and feel of this game, though. It's already got that looming threat hanging over us that this place was destroyed by some disaster that threatens to happen again while we're here, and it's nothing paranormal, it's just nature. Meanwhile, that allows the place itself to be a unique type of urbex, one that's truly in a horrid state of disrepair. Even if most of the destruction does seem to just be like angled brushes. But not only is the soundtrack creepy and droning, we can actually hear this thing creaking all around us. It's a really nice, realistic tension. Like, this whole place just feels so fragile. Something's out there. I mean, everything actually that I've thought was footsteps could be explained by more earthquakes, like causing small rattles in the building. But I don't really know the source, and that makes it worse. Books. Yes. Okay, so am I to understand then that this place would have closed in 1991? It's so weird now that there are games that take place like 20 years in the past, and I'm just like, oh yeah, I remember that. Can't tell if that breathing is supposed to be me. That is quite a large drawing of a house. I'm going to keep that red roof in mind because it may be significant. Yep, you sure are glowing. Mine? Nice toy. You know, I can't help but be reminded of the Still Wakes the Deep DLC I just played, Siren's Rest, because it has the similar premise of venturing into the site of a disaster trying to find personal effects. But here I'm not quite sure why we're doing it. Oh, I see. The shift is toggle. That's why we were hearing the breathing. I was technically running. Oh wait, no, now it's held. Thank you for getting the door for me, ghosts. Second floor. We can't pull this board off, but attempting to get close just blinds me with the reflection. This all makes me feel like I should... That was the classroom bell. Well, I guess it would still be on a timer. Wouldn't be a big deal, as long as we just restored power. But there are things that remain unexplained, like who's lighting these candles. Concierge? What is this, a hotel? Doesn't seem like restoring power really did much. If anything, it's just a huge fire hazard. Ah, yes. A phone from 1992. Or 1. I guess that year makes a big difference. Look at this. A mansion? Hang on, it's like we've stepped through a portal or something into the mansion that's pictured. This doesn't look like a school. Then again, I'm not sure what looks like what, because I'm apparently 2.5 feet tall. What is that? It would not surprise me to learn that this game is using AI-generated imagery, but there we go. We got a key. Now we gotta figure out if there's any locked doors. I'm guessing this kid is significant in this place's history. Well, at least we know where the candles are coming from. This place is drenched in blood. Was it like that before? If it was, I didn't see it. I certainly didn't close this door. Danger. What is that? Children's drawings all over the place that don't mean anything by themselves. It is a school after all. But in conjunction with everything else, it's a little bit concerning. Okay, we found a key. I don't know what else to do with it. That one seems to be the school itself. Oh my... Yeah, you know, that suit of armor. Every school's got one. Oh, do you have something for me? I see your glowing red eyes from underneath there. And your skeletal visage. Yeah, so regarding my earlier question, I don't know what kind of school it is, but it's definitely not a public school. I'm gonna wait a little bit on you. Seems the children here were very creative. Oh yeah, those little sluggers and their imaginations. Dear Barbara and John, despite the release of Bookhead, the rituals will continue to stand as part of our traditions. I remind you that this must be kept in complete confidentiality, as it's a secret that has endured for decades in the school. Thank you for your understanding and support. Sincerely, George Principal, Santa Margarita School. Okay, well, an investigation really wasn't done, or else that was dismissed as nonsense, which is another possibility. Bookhead. Gotta do rituals for Bookhead and make sure the kiddos keep quiet about it. It's a time-honored tradition. Every school has one. Thanks, man. We're facing away from you now. Oh, and I used the key to get out of here. Wait, what? Oh, from a distance it kind of looked like you had the key back in your hand. Alright, maybe we just have to do that every time. This room is totally collapsed. If we can't get to the stairs, we may have to climb all this debris, but it doesn't seem like we can. Stuff like this makes me really nervous. I mean, there are floors that I've walked on in places like this where, like, I see a picture from not too long later and find out that it's completely collapsed after I thought it felt sketchy. I've actually fallen through a set of stairs myself. That video is on the channel. Laboratory. Okay, we're just throwing, like, binder art here. Nothing to say about that. It looked like an image of people working in this place. Either way, it doesn't seem like we can mess with the risk of explosion box. Thankfully, that survived the earthquake. The wibbliness on the frosted glass. What's creepier than a classroom in the dark? I'm thinking probably a collapsed classroom in the dark. After you're hearing stories about something called Bookhead patrolling the halls and leading to the place's downfall. A giant rusty syringe. Well, might as well add it to the collection. What is a syringe doing here? You know, cootie shots. We only need 2 more things. Odin Finch by Edith Finch. Okay, so I guess we're not even gonna hide where we get these assets from. Oh, you know what? I think, didn't one of you say in another video where that other poster we saw before appeared that at some point the Edith Finch devs like made all the assets publicly available or something, and that's why they show up in a lot of games? Okay, let's grab this statue. What a relic I just found. I'm sure they'll love it. Who's they? Also, that's not a blackboard, that's blueprints that you're showing. So why is that? It doesn't seem like we can look at these newspapers. It's weird, like this game in its like story and presentation is just all over the place. But the atmosphere is cool, and so I'm willing to forgive a lot when that's the case. Plus, it's also free, so, you know, can't really complain too much. Oh, there's a door around this corner here. I've been looking for the last thing for so long. But we don't exactly have a wide FOV. Can we change that? There's no options. And here we are. A photograph of what I can only assume is that ritual taking place. What the hell was that? I don't know, but it doesn't seem like we should be indoors right now. Or on a mountain, for that matter. This should be enough. I'd better get out of here. They don't pay me enough to risk my life. I'm still not clear what you're being paid to do or who's doing it. That phone's making that noise? Hello? Hello? Yeah, I guess I can't do anything. Is there a more modern looking phone here? There's a giant radio. Okay, no, I guess that was just there to freak us out with the ambiance. Do you think ghosts get annoyed when you just don't pick up? Okay, we're out. Can't wait to see what horrific book-headed monstrosity intercepts me on the way out. Oh, these effects when I'm... Oh my... The real monster was nature tearing down man's creation. Why is this happening to me? I'll try to find another way out through the other side of the school. You literally felt an earthquake on the way in. You've been feeling them this entire time. Why is this happening to me? Okay, well, that's still not gonna open. There was another set of doors through here. Need 2 keys. Thanks for the info. I can't say it wasn't well communicated. Oh, great. There's a creature called Bookhead, and we're entering the messed up library, where a maze has been created for us to run out for our lives. Literally built to slow me down.
Would you like to play?
Risk? No, I would not like to play Risk. I don't have 4 hours. Oh god, should I have come here last? I really expected to see something come out from behind the glass. Some movement obscured by the frosted. You have a childlike demeanor. Imagine if you didn't even cause the earthquake. You didn't even cause the destruction of this. Okay, the always behind you is trying to be creepy, but this is just hilarious to look at. In any case, I'm more creeped out by the concept of this place having this paranormal attachment, but being left abandoned, unsatisfied by rituals for all this time, due to circumstances outside the control of the people that managed it. And these children's drawings are taking a bit of a dark turn. Okay, we need a screwdriver to take these out. This room is all overgrown. There's plants spilling in through the open window. I guess something to knock down the door with an explosive would be good. Get an explosive to knock down the hallway door. This doesn't seem like the United States. I don't just have that stuff in a locker. A doll still in the box. And a Halloween mask. I guess this place closed around Halloween. I mean, obviously it did, based on the posters on the wall. Oh, that door has opened. By looking at your portrait, have I released you? A chair with cables? What is this? An electric chair? Well, if it is, it's the most comfortable gaming electric chair I've ever seen, so there's that at least. Right now it's telling me to get an explosive tank. None of this was here before. Seems like you have an infatuation with fine art. Okay, where does one find an explosive? This whole part of the building is on fire. Is there something here? No, it's just the glow. But we can crouch through it. Okay, you're out here. That looked like one of the people from the photo. Maybe I can use something from over here by the generator? I saw that guy, but I don't know where he's gone. And that really bothers me. Oh, right, no, it said that right over here. Risk of explosion. Oh. But I guess the thing that says risk of explosion that kind of teed itself up for this is not that? Oh, these open. Okay, dented, crooked doors are the universal sign for things not going to open. Okay, wanna play some ball? I'll play some ball. Hey there, little fisherman dwarf. Oh, what? That doesn't count as a personal artifact to be collected? "66 chosen." Oh god, were they to be, like, sacrificed or something? Yep, that's netting. Okay, so we learned about that. But is there anything useful here? Oh. A lot of this game is also missing doorways because the field of view and their placement makes it so difficult. Shoe left right there at the top of the stairs, like somebody tried to run, lost it in the process. I don't think there's anything Christian about what's going on here. Unless Bookhead comes up in one of those cut books that's in the vault of the Vatican. You hear that? These were some mega-mind kids. The scaling in this is hilarious. I guess we're about to complete the ritual. Well, there's our screwdriver. Hello? Hello? Thank you. God, just imagine going to school every day and having no idea that all of this is right under your feet. I kind of like the idea of remote private school is involved in some kind of ritualistic conspiracy. But I can't imagine 66 sacrifices was a constant thing. Was it maybe a little more demanding one year? Or is this some kind of cyclic thing? Every once in a while they rebrand and move their operations somewhere else. And should I really be asking for logic from this? I shouldn't. I certainly shouldn't be asking for comfort. Oh, come on. I asked for baffling from this game. I'm getting it. Okay, I will say it is sort of unsettling, the idea of a toy clown having canned laughter that includes pained coughing at the end. And this right after cartoon sound effects. I love how that music comes with my dialogue. Shut the hell up. And he did! He complied. Oh, never mind. It's just starting a new song. Look at this. I will say, the out-of-scale, borderless pictures that are just all over this map remind me a lot of a Gmod horror map. And apparently Mrs. Finch ruled the roost because she was everywhere. Over the past 2 months, several paranormal events have been reported at the school, including unexplained footsteps and shadows, objects moving on their own, and doors slamming shut in the gymnasium for no apparent reason. These occurrences have sparked fear among students and staff, and are rumored to be related to ancient legends of the school. The school has increased security, and is still investigating what happened, from concierge to director. I can't figure out if the school itself is meant to facilitate all of this, or if there is somehow a cult operating within its staff, unbeknownst to the rest of them. But it doesn't seem like there's anything else of use here. Things are collapsing behind us. Okay, maybe we can use that screwdriver to open up the other hallway? It's a regular clown show out here, so we might as well split. I gotta stop sprinting everywhere because this effect is really messing me up right now. Come on, tear it down, and stop clicking off screen. Oh, what, you can't use that here? Is there someplace else I could use this? I hear footsteps. I can never tell what footsteps are mine, because mine continue a little bit after I'm finished. As the place degrades, it's also becoming harder and harder to tell where I am. Maybe we can use the screwdriver to open the case, or maybe that's all I need. I guess this will help me in some way. Yeah, we can put ourselves out of our misery by bringing this whole place down on our head. I would really like to communicate to horror devs that displaying classic creepy artwork all over the walls is not a shorthand for your game being deep. However, we may be going somewhere with this. Is that a statue of Mary? You're moving. Turning to face me. Okay, well, you watch my back. I'm about to blow this place down. Okay, I think that was just the shadow. I thought something was peeking out from the doorway. Oh no, the door is just behaving strangely. Imagine that was a bug and they just included it in the lore because they couldn't figure out how to fix it. There we go. I wasn't expecting a cutscene from that, but following the explosion, things have gone eerily silent. So I know it said laboratory on the door, but it still doesn't necessarily make sense that we had, like, C2 just in a case in a school. Well, we have access. I don't know why this is so striking to me, the cracked, chipped away remnants of a mural. I don't know what that was supposed to be, but it looks kind of like a red eye peeking out over the hill. Okay, so there's a bird cage minus the actual structure of the cage. Or whatever this is supposed to be. Either way, like, why are so many assets so, like, crunchy like that? Where it's like they're just not fully rendered. Well, so is that bear not coming with us? I think the bear should come with us. I don't think there's anything here. But it did make for a bit of a spooky moment, I'll give it that. Also, how hot did they need this place to be? I'm realizing these walls are, like, lined with radiators. Hey there, didn't realize you were moving. God, it's like your eyes are completely sunken in. It's actually striking how dark they are in the dark. Oh well, if you'll just give me a moment to read this. Note from the director. Mr. Jose, janitor. From administration of Margarita School. Subject, summoning of the Bookhead monster. Mr. Jose, we are pleased to inform you that after much effort, we have successfully summoned the Bookhead monster. This is a crucial step towards finally restoring the true essence of the school, just as my ancestors once did. The monster must be confined to the electric chair designed by Dr. Hansi, a key piece to carry out the process and ensure its successful resurrection. Please remember that no one else should know about this, except for the Teachers Association. Your discretion is essential at this delicate stage. We will soon proceed with the sacrifice of the 66 students to complete the final resurgence. Sincerely, Administration, Margarita School. This is the kind of thing I would fantasize about for fun when I was in, like, 3rd grade. The fact that it's playing out here is just comical, and it seems dedicated to being as funny as possible in the way we're being told this story. Anyway, you just chill there. Great. A child-murdering monster resurrection conspiracy. Another one of these. Can you imagine the paperwork? You were trying to restore the glory of the school. I guess somehow resurrecting a monster plays into that. But he seems pretty chill. We can probably pull these boards. Oh, what control we use, whether it's E or right click, kind of changes depending on whatever it feels like, I guess. I guess we have no choice but to approach now. Come on, flashlight. As if I couldn't see you from a mile away. What an eerily smooth movement. It's a good thing objectives glow in the dark. Key not needed, thank you.
You like to play?
Hey there, clown. But is that thing actually Bookhead? Because it doesn't look like the drawing. Also, it's only the weird jank with the ambient light and the fog. That's the only reason I can see anything at all right now. Not a safe bet, depending on the display. Okay, but that's short-lived. We got the Poppy Playtime hand. Which is apparently the key to everything. It's a mighty big bloody handprint you got there. Oh, our flashlight is working again. Thank you very much. Let's do it. Another secret room. What is that? A joke?
Anybody there?
I mean, in the literal sense, I suppose it is. That is actually kind of spooky, I'm not gonna lie, having us pursue a sound around many cramped corners. I mean, we kind of steel ourselves for a jump scare every time we round one, and every time there's nothing, and it just...
Are you my mommy?
Nope.
No.
Pretty sure I've seen that exact model before, but I can't sprint. Okay, that thing did not fit through that door. We've seen a lot of things, but none of them match the description of the Bookhead monster. Why did I have to come to this place? I don't know, why didn't you just break open one of the many windows you've seen while you had the chance? You literally had a bomb. And also, did nobody ever catch on to the fact that 90% of this place is not school? I think I found something that matches the description. That red eye. Yeah, I think that is actually what that mural depicted. It's not just a statue. Huh? We seemed pretty dead there. fact, we may be. I think we've been pulled into your realm. I don't have a flashlight, so I can only barely comprehend the empty bed or chair and bloodstains on the ground. There are large black shapes in the dark. I don't know why I keep getting startled by each thing I open the door and see. A keypad that becomes blurry when I get too close to it, so it might be kind of hard to input anything. This feels like a place with a chase. Oh, it is so dark, thank you. Can I do something with that? You're acting like I can do something with that, like it's interactive. Oh no, we're in the lair of the Bone Brigade. I should have known they were in league. Look at this. Also, once more, those were some very big-headed children, but it's like you would just be kept in the cells until eventually it comes for you. Am I supposed to press something here? Anything you want me to do right now? Besides just head back, I can't see a thing. Look at that, I can actually see the light source just like floating in front of the panel. Okay, I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing here, and I just looked up a Let's Play of somebody trying to do this, and they have a flashlight. They have a flashlight. I think I'm supposed to have one. Which is, you know, why I can't see anything. I reloaded a save. I do not, I mean, I'm still clicking off screen, but I do not have a flashlight. So I skipped around some more in their video, and, like, the entire game is completely different in their playthrough. So I guess this got, like, completely overhauled in an update. That means I don't have very much to go on here. Okay, so, like, to me, that looks like maybe a backwards 3? Maybe? So, like, each of these things has to do with the code? But I can't see anything. Wait, did it just now work after me pressing E on this thing like 500 times? Did that actually change something? You'll open now. Okay. I pressed that like 600 times. I don't know how many times I pressed E on that button over the course of the past like 10 minutes, and only now it decides to work. Well, at least we have a computer. Documents. Okay, well, can I rearrange these icons? Because this is pissing me off even more. Locked file. 2001. Photos. Early digital cameras. Quality leaves a lot to be desired, huh? What is this? Morse code? Well, unfortunately, I am not going to be delving into that today. Okay, so what about 2003 then, the year this place was abandoned? March 2nd. April 3rd. And also April 3rd. March 2nd, Victor Hansey, 18 years old, born in Texas. Time of death, 3:13 a.m. April 3rd, Rocco Pellegrini, 20, born in Roma. Time of death, 3:03. March 4th, Augustin Rodermadier, 43, born in Sevilla. Time of death, 3:43. These registration numbers, one of them may be the code. 1285, 1962, 2397. Is there anything else here that could help us? Looks like somebody was living in luxury down here. I mean, it feels more like a bunker than a cell. Something like this could have enabled the cultists to kind of hide beneath the school even after it was abandoned, even if there was an investigation. We're still not doing anything. That door closed. Alright, 1285. 2397. There we go. And now a door is open, though I can't see because it's too dark. This door will not open. Don't imagine anything will have changed behind us, no. Outdoors. There's no way we can take this at face value. You're pulling my chain. Consider my chain pulled. Clown, always behind you. Lies. Snick. Well, at least I have good taste. I can hardly see. Hey there, knight in shining armor. Do you have any more keys for me, or are you gonna betray me? I will give it credit, you've waited a long time. That's more restraint than I would expect. I can't seem to open that one, though. Howdy, clown. They're not behind us, they're in front of us. Okay, you just being in silhouette and standing there towering over me is a little creepy, but don't worry, you had a way to ruin it. Let's go. It's weird, this game, like, for every cool thing it does something really annoying. Okay, we got in here. What does that do for us? What did that do? Maybe we just try and leave? No, seriously, was I supposed to do something with this, or do I really just leave? Closed. I need a key. Wait, there's a door in that pitch black corner there, and apparently I don't have the key. Wait, where have I ended up? Where have I ended up? I could just, like, go off into the bushes. I could just go off into the bushes. I got pretty far. There was a door back here. Okay. Thanks for the key. So I can unlock the other... What is the gameplay purpose of even... Okay, you understand that when you have keys in a game, right? The point of that is to get the player moving from one place to another? What's the point of just having a chain of doors with the key next to them? Why don't I have a flashlight here? I'm starting to think more and more that that's a bug. Hey, Darwin, just chilling up here in the loft? Yeah, that's cool. Oh, you brought the whole family. We can't even loot these chests. Hey! Okay, everyone admit it. You would be scared if a skeleton popped out. Last time I touched one of those crystal things, stuff happened. Did some rotations. I don't understand why I can't crawl through here. Where am I going? Okay, once again, you're hiding stuff I need in the dark. I think candles are moving. Okay, I just kind of pushed buttons until it let me in. Thank you. I bet that goes with the thing on the wall back in the dungeon area. Will you work here? Nothing happened with you, but I guess it did work. And now they couldn't be more clear about where to go. Or, well, you could be more clear if I could see. Yeah, if you can't tell what's going on right now, it's not you. The game is incredibly dark, and there's no way to change it. But now they've embraced the massive scale. Look at this. It's a serpent's head. Whatever this is, I think we've gotten to the center of it all. Do not turn off those lights on me. Statues of, like, kneeling figures. I don't know what any of this has to do with a Bookhead monster. But I guess... Oh, that's what it had to do with the Bookhead monster. Truly elite guards. And that's the end. I guess we're to become the next sacrifice. So yeah, for something developed by one person, that wasn't bad in its presentation. I mean, the graphics and the sound were all pretty decent. It had some really, really good setup, and the premise, like, of exploring an abandoned school after an earthquake and uncovering its secrets was really, really intriguing. A few moments were actually pretty creepy, even in spite of the jank, and even the jank that was there was generally in that funny, like, 2013 Unity horror game way that I actually really like, stylistically. The story, as I said earlier, can best be described as incoherent. I mean, there's the skeleton there that's consistent, but other than that, everything that happens within it is basically boiling down to, this is a place where horror happens. Why are things happening this way? Well, because of the horror. It's the horror that causes it. And so that's just kind of an excuse to show and do whatever. And honestly, I don't really mind jank like that in games like this. If nothing else, it's kind of funny, and it gives us gems that I was honestly hoping for from this. Stuff like that nice letter from the administration asking the janitor to keep quiet about the child sacrifices. It was actually pretty good in that regard. The only jank that I can't really stand, and unfortunately it's a small part of the game, but it stood out a lot, because it like really took up a lot of time, was trying to work out what I was supposed to be doing a lot, because sometimes the objective was just displayed on the screen and it was pretty clear, but sometimes it was like you had to backtrack a long way, or something would be hiding in the dark, and the worst was that friggin' generator that was very clearly marked, but made it seem like I wasn't supposed to do that because, when I try something repeatedly and it doesn't work, I'm gonna assume that it doesn't work, not that it will on the 30th try. And that whole last area, when I didn't have the flashlight, I really needed a flashlight. So I don't know if that was a bug or not, but either way, it was annoying, and it didn't fix itself on a reload. I do have to commend the developer on their willingness to radically change this around, because when I was trying to figure out that door code area and I watched like the one other Let's Play there is on this, it was a completely different game, and it seemed like a worse, jankier one. And I guess it does at least show a willingness to come back and like work on this and develop it, even if I think this idea in general could have been developed a lot more into something that was like truly really good. But at least they got rid of all the annoying, like, sudden in-your-face jump scares with the ear-piercing sound. I was glad that wasn't present in my version that I played. So tell me what you think. For all its flaws, did you find it kind of scary? Did you think it was at least funny? And if you liked this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this game out for yourself, remember it's free, that link will also be in the description. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one.